Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, and furthermore welcome back to yet another exciting figure review. Today we're taking a look at the Bendy Twisted Alice figure from the folks over at Jakks Pacific. And this figure looks so much better than the original version of Alice Angel they came out with. Yeah, compared to that one, this looks so much better. But you can see Twisted Alice there in the packaging. She comes with her gun, and she looks really cool. You can see it says Twisted Alice, the name of the character, and even the box itself looks like the ink just kind of melting down. It says Bendy, and there's a nice illustration of Bendy here. You can see Alice there with her gun, a vintage-style poster of Alice Angel. Turning it to the side, you can see more of that Bendy design here. Back of the box, you can see, some more of that ink drip coming down that says Bendy. You can see Alice Angel with her backdrop, which is this kind of poster of Alice Angel from like the old cartoons. It even comes with its own stand, and she has a Tommy gun. I'm glad they wrote that it was a Tommy gun because I am not a gun expert. I don't know much about guns. Includes Twisted Alice with Tommy gun and backdrop with stand. You can see her face sculpt, her dress, her Tommy gun. And then you can see some of the other figures available. You got Bendy. I don't know why he's colored. Like he's colored there. You can see Twisted Alice, Sammy Lawrence, and Piper. One of the Butcher Gang members. So yeah, pretty cool. I believe this is Series 2 of the Bendy figures. Now, I've only seen these guys at Walmart, but I think they are also available at Toys R Us if you're Canadian, as I think Toys R Us only exists in Canada now, as America lost that store. You can see the side of the box with another image of the Twisted Alice figure there. But that pretty much wraps up the box. So without further ado, I'm going to take a few minutes to get this bad girl unboxed, and we'll take a closer look at her. Alright, here's the figure. It's one accessory and the display base, all out of the packaging, which we will take a look at in just a few seconds. But first, taking a look at this old retro poster to advertise the episode of The Bendy Show with Alice. Bendy in Sent from Above with Alice Angel. She sings, she dances. Presented in Silly Vision. And you can see this nice retro old black and white cartoon style poster. Got some musical notes there. You know, if you're familiar with Bendy and the Ink Machine and Bendy and the Dark Revival, you know what this poster looks like. I like the withered look of it too. It's pretty cool. Back of it, there's nothing going on. It's just black. And it's done on this piece of cardboard. Now, this isn't like a bad piece of cardboard. It's actually pretty durable. So there's that. And then obviously it does peg in to this base here. It just slides in to this right here. And then you can have this poster stand up, and you can even have Alice Angel here stand on it. And she doesn't even really need to be pegged into the stand. She looks really cool just standing there, but there is a peg on the bottom of the stand here if you really do want to have that extra support for Alice. So moving this off to the side so we can take a look at Alice and her Tommy gun in just a few minutes. Alice herself. Woo-wee! I can see why so many people are simping over this tall glass of water. She's got this kind of melted face, but the face that isn't melted, like the part of it that isn't melted, is really pretty. She's got her broken halo, her horns as she is a fallen angel. She's got this bow on top of her outfit, blocking potential cleavage that would be exposed. She's got this really nice, shiny dress. There's another bow on the bottom here. Her hair hangs down over her shoulders. And then she's got these like long gloves. I don't know if there's a proper name for them, but she does have the gloves that goes from here all the way down to her hands here, and then these gloves are all covered in ink. So very cool. She's got these long kind of, I don't know, thigh-high boots is I guess what you would call them. She looks really, really cool. You can even see like subtle ink dripping effects. I don't know if it's being caught on camera, but if you look at certain areas... Oh, there's nothing crazy going on under there. But if you look at her dress, you can see subtle like ink drips coming down. It's not pristine, which I think is cool. Her Tommy gun is pretty cool too. You can see it right here. There's a drum with her ammunition in it. It's nicely weathered. Looks like it came out of a cartoon, brought to life, as, you know, it's the theme with Bendy and the Ink Machine. Now, if you want her to hold this, it does peg into her hands, which is pretty cool. So you can have her hold it. I think she has to hold it like this. But you can have her hold the gun. That looks really cool. I don't exactly know how you hold the Tommy gun. Because again, I'm not a gun expert. I don't know these things. But I think that looks about right. She can shoot somebody, as she is one of the villains in Bendy and the Ink Machine and its sequel. But for articulation here, taking away her gun and putting everything down to the kind of resting position. Her head rotates from side to side. Actually, if I push it, can I get her to do a full exorcist? Oh, I don't like how that sounds. Okay. She can do a full exorcist. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like the sound of that. So she can do a full exorcist, and she can move up and down and side to side. All that good stuff. It's on a ball joint. Her arms can rotate all the way around on both sides. She can move up that far and back that far. And they do rotate up that far, back that far, rotates. And the hands also do rotate. Oh, they don't move up and down, they just rotate, okay. So the hands can rotate, that's about it. And that's on both sides. There is no swivel in her waist. She can move her legs up at a weird angle. She does have a bend here. That's as far as it goes. And this does rotate all the way around. She does have a up and down on her boots here, on her feet, and it moves side to side. That's on this side too. It moves back that far and moves up and down and side to side on a rocker. So, not the most articulation, but definitely enough for what this figure needs. I definitely like how this figure turned out. Again, it is so much better than the original, which looked horrendous. Also, mine, I don't know if this is deliberate, but mine has like this little bit of like the yellowish white paint here. I don't know if that was supposed to be like that, or if it was just a mess up. Well, her boob profile isn't that big, but I guess they are kind of squeezed inside of her dress. But that is Alice. I like how this one turned out. I like how this one looks. Oh, she's falling down. Yeah, she looks great. But I guess we will do a comparison with some other female figures I have in the collection. First up for comparison, here is Alice Angel next to Baroness. This is the version of Baroness from the Snake Eyes movie. Twisted Alice next to the Marvel Legends Black Widow from the Black Widow solo movie. Twisted Alice next to the Figma Zero Suit Samus from Metroid the Other M. And finally, Silk Spectre from DC's Watchmen movie. My final thoughts on this figure are grand. I think that this figure is amazing. It is a definite improvement from what came before it. Not that there was anything hard about making this a better figure than the original Twisted Alice figure that came out, but for the character looking the way it does, having really good articulation, being basically pulled directly from the game in regards to its sculpt, I think it does the job well. I also like that they gave it this poster backdrop and display stand to add that little bit of extra collectability to the figure. I also love the addition of making her all melty in certain areas, as it adds to Alice's character, specifically in Bendy and the Ink Machine. Not so much the Dark Revival, because I haven't seen the full extent of her character in that game, because I haven't watched the full Let's Play of the Dark Revival, but specifically in Bendy and the Ink Machine, Alice kills very sadistically with the intent and even need to want to make her form look better. Alice has this obsessive need to make herself look beautiful, angelic. It is her right, and she will do anything to obtain said beauty. And I think the addition of having part of her face be drippy and parts of her body be all melty, but then parts of her being very beautiful, and I think this is a perfect blend and just a nice call to her character, specifically in the events of Bendy and the Ink Machine, because her character is so built around this perception of wanting to be beautiful, wanting to have this angelic beauty and prettiness to her. And I think this figure did that justice. But with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. Do take care, have a great night, and I'll see you in the next video.